Hello, this is Bill Clodsey. Welcome to a Masters 25 draft online. This is an intermediate Swiss queue, so 3 rounds. The only prize really worth it is going 3-0, so let's give it our best shot. Lightning Bolt's a nice one. Summoner's Pact, this is a tutor for a green creature for free, so you can kind of play whatever creature you want this turn, and then the next turn you pay a little extra for it. That could be good, but I'm going to take this Lightning Bolt, just a solid removal and burn spell. Nothing insane in this pack. There's a few other removal spells. Epic Confrontation, Pacifism, Skeletonize is a funny one, and got our little lizard dude here who might wheel. See who we're drafting against this time. We've got Bear Hugs, D-Stern, Olgrot, Gunner, Underlopex, Mega Genesis, and Omnicide. So this stacked pod here, we'll see what we can do. Triskaidekaphobia. That's a funny one. If you are playing a burn deck, you can manipulate life totals with things like Lightning Bolt. Surprise win out of nowhere. I think it's time. Yeah, let's take Triskaidekaphobia. It's the only exciting card in this pack. There's no obvious powerhouse, a Thresher Lizard, the first self-assembler. You've got a cycle of the 6-drop basic land cyclers, and those are pretty good, but not going to pick that this early when we could take a build around like Triskaidekaphobia, and that's just a really funny one. So let's grab that and keep our eye out for ways to manipulate life totals. Evasive creatures, pump spells, lightning bolts. Next up, 3 uncommons in the pack, just random commons missing. It looks like someone could be going a very aggressive 1-drop deck and kind of giving up on the innate power of other cards. Murder of Crows is a good one. Just plain old counterspell is solid. I think we take Murder of Crows here. I'm not married to either of my first 2 picks, especially since Lightning Bolt is splashable. Well, they're both splashable if you have the right deck for it. I'll take the Murder of Crows. Passing Counterspell, Fencing Ace, some other neat ones. Another Counterspell here. And a Kindle. Counterspell versus Kindle. This draft format has so many self-synergistic cards like Kindle and a few of the creatures that either find more copies of the creature or get better with more copies of the creature in play. And there's a few spells that work in the same way. I'm going to take Kindle here. It's the first of potentially many Kindles. We'll just have to keep our eye out for more. Rancor is a neat one. Totally lost Brine Elemental. This is an uncommon now. I think it was rare when it was first printed, but who knows, I wasn't really doing much magic then. Accumulated Knowledge. This is another one where the more you have, the stronger it is. So the first one isn't as important as like the second one, but getting the first one this early might be a good way. Yeah, Brine Elemental, I just don't want to really be the control deck that has Brine Elemental, so I'm going to take Accumulated Knowledge here. Bit of speculation to start things off. Spike Shot Goblin. More life total manipulation. You can do damage to yourself to save you from Triskaidekaphobia, or your opponent just to whittle them down a bit. Then we have Skirt Commando, also pretty fine. Vampire Lacerator can definitely be good in an aggressive deck if we get a few more black cards instead of this blue nonsense. Tough one. I'll go with this Spike Shot Goblin. It's on color. If other colors really are open, then we'll know it. We'll find out. Ooh, Ruthless Ripper. Yeah, more life total manipulation. You can reveal a card, turn this face up, and they lose 2. Otherwise, it just protects you until that happens. And downshift to common. Powerful format here. Here's one of the tutor creatures, finds more assembly workers, and there's another common 3-drop assembly worker that it can find. Usually it's just going to find another copy of itself. Kindle number 2, alright. Foil one. Deadly Designs. This is an uncommon that is powerful. It's a lot of mana, maybe, shoot, 12 mana to kill 2 creatures, but you can pay the mana over time. And it also gives your opponent the ability to like make it go off early. So you don't want to play this on turn 2 because they just play no creatures and keep tapping for it. We'll take a Kindle. Oh, interesting. Zulaport Cutthroat. Skeletonize is another fine one here. Instant speed 3 damage, and then you get a creature back that has regenerate, so you can just protect yourself from a lot of things. Now, it is damage that does not go to your opponent's face. It's a little worse because of that. Maybe we just take the Cutthroat here in case we end up in a sacrifice deck. One of our lizards is back here. I'll take that. Death's Head Buzzard, more life total manipulation in the form of evasive creatures. And some other stuff. Congregate, we could cut that. Now it's a league, so it doesn't really matter if we're cutting cards, but yeah, just take some random stuff here. Green seems to be open. Act. Don't want people changing their own life total, messing us up. Yeah, pretty neat one, this Triskaidekaphobia, because if you're controlling, you can just raise your life, you know, gain a bunch of life. If you're aggressive, you'll either just only have to get them to 13, or if you get them down to 3, you can do the last few points of damage with Triskaidekaphobia. As long as you're not getting yourself down to 13. Now, you have to be a little careful playing with it. Zulaport Cutthroat is awkward with it because your opponent gets to kill your creatures if they have removal and mess up your life total. We did it! We opened the combo! You can lose on turn 5 with Tree of Redemption. Exchange your life total with Tree of Redemption's life total. This strange mythic they put in the set. Now, my first instinct is, oh yeah, they put a combo with Triskaidekaphobia. But it's not. It doesn't work. It's the saddest thing about the set. Oh well, we'll have to get over it. Murder, a bit happier. Murder and Hordling Outburst, both of these would be solid picks here. Hordling Outburst is good when you have Zulaport Cutthroat and Sacrifice Outlets maybe. Just get a bunch of creatures in play. Murder just kills anything you might want to. If we're heavy or red, we're not going to do that. I'm going to take the Hordling Outburst here. It looks a bit weird. Ooh, Foily Ash Barrens. Basic land cycling. That's a good card. Not so interested in it for our deck, though. Maybe Chandra's Outrage would be a bit better. Yeah, I'm going to go with Chandra's Outrage here over Uncaged Fury or anything. It just kills a creature pretty easily and then does some damage to your opponent. Everything our deck wants to do. One more of these, and a Lacerator, and a Thresher Lizard. Just going to be burn here. Yeah, Outrage or Lacerator. I'm a little more tempted by Outrage because we could want this, but we don't have many 1-drops yet, and the Lacerator, if our deck becomes ultra aggressive, we're going to want more of these cheap creatures. Yeah, I'll go with the Lacerator. More fodder for the Sacrifice Outlet that we'll pick up eventually. There's a couple. There's the Fallen Angel as a 5-drop 3/3 flyer in black, and then there's a 3-drop common that you can sacrifice a creature for free. Caustic Tar. Target player loses 3 life for 6 mana. You can keep doing it, so it's not the worst card. Zombify maybe isn't so good with our deck. Disfigure's fine. Pyrehound. Yeah, Zombify, usually a solid card. Disfigure's always good. I'm going to go with the Caustic Tar here as our one late game finisher. Hopefully our opponent doesn't gain so much life. And it is manipulating life totals for the Triskaidekaphobia. Street Wraith, more life total manipulation for ourself. Swiftfoot Boots, another flyer. Jackal Pup, Frenzied Goblin. What is it for us? Yeah, given what we have here, I don't think Frenzied Goblin is it. If we're going to be playing Kindles and other random spells, we might not need it to get in there. Jackal Pup is just a little weak for this, even though it's the right size of creature. We'll go with the Street Wraith. Could easily be wrong there. Another good one here, Bloodhunter Bat, or Cinderstorm, which is a counter with Triskaidekaphobia. Just leave them at 20, do 7, and then kill them. Problem is that this is not an instant. If it was an instant, it'd be a lot better. It's also super expensive. Bloodhunter Bat, though, that does what we want. Kindle number 3, we're starting to get there. Take that as quick as we can. Skeletonize and Uncaged Fury. I'm not sure what our deck is doing with Uncaged Fury, so I'm going to go with Phyrexian Ghoul. This is the sacrifice outlet, and it's the reason we're playing Hordling Outburst and Little Creatures and Zulaport Cutthroat. What else can we get? Protection from white, apparently. Nezumi Cutthroat, difficult to block this guy. And Urg Raiders, just a 2/3, but definitely blockable. I'll go with the Cutthroat. Now we have 2 Cutthroats. An Uncaged Fury, although doesn't seem like a great one for this deck. More Lizards. It's something you want with Trample, so maybe a green-red deck with Dreadmaws and the red 2/3 Trample dude. Haunted Fengraf? No. Trumpet Blast. If we go wide enough, then Trumpet Blast will be good. Here, Pup and Goblin come back, so our strategy seems to be open. And because we're not forcing in too many creatures, I'm going to go with the Jackal Pup here. Although, that's close. It's got to be close. The other one's heavy red, and if you have more early creatures, then you'd be happy to play it. Bident of Thassa. Not for us. Foil Counterspell, which is sweet. Definitely pick that up if it was a live draft, but foils are just not the same. They're just not the same online. Kindle number 4. Once you have a good number of any of these creatures, the next one becomes so much better than any card in the pack. So pack 1, pick 1, definitely not Kindle, but pack 3, pick 1 with 3 Kindles. Oh yeah. If this was pack 1, pick 1, it would just be Counterspell or maybe Zombify if you really wanted to go deep there. More Kindles. Keep passing them. Give us more Kindles. Be our second Relentless Rats. Now in Limited, you already get to play any number of a card you pick, but you can also have any number of cards named Relentless Rats. What is this guy? A legend who is actually a rare. Most legends have been downshifted to uncommon, it feels like. When you're dealt damage, you may create that many 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. That's pretty cool. Cool, I don't know how strong it is. This whole pack's bad for us, though. Maybe we'll splash a forest for Invigorate. Quicksand. Dirge of Dread. I could see taking that. It lets us get in for as much damage as we need to instead of like attacking with 3 cards, 3 creatures, and then they block something that, you know, that they don't go to 13 life. Alright, Kindle number 5. This is the Kindle deck. We're in the right deck. Hordling Outburst, I don't think that would be wheel, but that'd be great if it did. I would not be sad about that. Nice. This is definitely a good deck for Browbeat. We'll just play this first, they'll take 5, not realizing we have 4 Kindles in our hand. Yeah, let's do that. Browbeat, so what is it? It's a Punisher effect that says 5 damage or I draw 3 cards for 3 mana. And in Red Burn, that's exactly where you want to be. Opponents can easily make poor decisions, or just have 2 bad options. Another Lacerator, yeah, let's go for it. Pillage, another Ghoul, big old foil Cinderstorm. Don't think we want any of this. Another Pillage, a Defector. Opponent gains control of this. If you have a sacrifice outlet, the switch control is on resolution, so you still draw the 2 cards even if Humble Defector is dead. It's kind of a neat one. And it's always a 2/2 at the very least. Crimson Mage. Crimson Mage, huh? Not much to give haste, but it's a red creature we can possibly play. We already have a second Ghoul if we needed it, so Jackal Pup number 2. And that gives us a lot of stuff to do on turn 1 to back it up with Kindle. Like Kindle, our first Kindle is going to get in 2 damage either by pinging their face or killing their creature and letting one of our 1-drops through. So that's going to be good. I don't want to play into Quicksand if we have a Jackal Pup out or something. Solid. Solid. So Street Wraith is a Gitaxian Probe for us. It just cycles. Outrage, Bloodhunter Bat. I'm starting to get pretty excited about this deck. Is it a 15 land deck? Maybe. And if it is, Street Wraith just cycles. Spike Shot Goblin, Browbeat. What would our first cup be? Maybe Caustic Tar, because it's just too expensive. And we could put in Death's Head Buzzard instead, or Dirge of Dread. New arts for a few cards. I don't think this is the original art for Watchwolf, but I don't remember. Anyway, nothing here for us. Deadly Designs, why not? Haunted Fengraf, get back our whatever creature we need. Primal Clay is good against things like Nezumi Cutthroat, which can be blocked by artifact creatures. I'm not sure. Nothing here is great. This is just about the end of the pack. End of the line. Here's the little 3-drop that you can get with the self-assembler. Goblin War Drums. Shout out to Fallen Empires here. Got to get to know all these watermarks from the original printings. What was this? Tempest. Kindle Tempest. Yeah, that's pretty iconic art. This is the golden age of Magic right there. Saga Urza's block and Tempest block. Good stuff. Some good stuff right there. Fierce Empath. So pretty much had it laid out what our cut would have to be here. Dirge. We'll cut 2 cards out of these 4. And I have no idea what's right. Well, I do know we're not playing green, we're not playing any of the Bant colors. That's the thing I know. That's the one thing I know. We don't have a way to steal a creature. If we did, we'd play it and maybe play the other Ghoul. The Rats is never making it into this deck alone. Balduvian Horde. It's 5/5, that's huge. Okay, let's cut Caustic Tar and Dirge of Dread. I like the Dirge of Dread, but We don't need to get that much damage in. Oh, maybe we should play it. Maybe we play it over a Street Wraith. Sure. This looks like a good 15 land deck. The only problem is it has too much, yeah, it's too color heavy. I'm actually going to put in Street Wraith over Death's Head Buzzard just for that reason. Because we don't want that much black early. It's just, awkward. What an awkward deck. Anyway, we'll have to go 8-7. That looks about right. Sort by rarity here. Let's see if we can't finish some games with this build. The quintuplet of Kindles and Lightning Bolt, Chandra's Outrage, and our little lizard friends. Round 1 versus Protoss Edo. We've got a pretty good hand considering we have 15 lands in the deck. So 1/3 of our deck is lands. We'll have good draws. We expect, and a lot of burn in hand. 7, 8, 9, 10 burn already? So they're already at 10 life here. Assuming we don't have to kill something. And do we leave that guy alone? Probably. Just leave him alone. Let him do his thing here, our graders. Take a hit. Not that we're doing much else this game, but see if we can't kindle that. Oh, we got it. Sure, lizard time. And once we outclass the raiders, then we're all set. Chandra's Fury. Yep. It's a common, so it was a common in its original printing too. It's just a very efficient card for what it does. And we need a target, but let's get Bloodhunter Bat into play first. Have to choose which opponent we want to drain here. Target player, oh, we could drain ourselves. Wouldn't get much done, but it is a thing. Nizumi Cutthroat, we can block it, not that we want to. Maybe they'll forget to attack with Urg Raiders, and that will make stuff better. Actually, we should kill the Urg Raiders, because we could draw a 2/2 to block the Cutthroat with one of our Lacerators, and we can't really block a 2/3 with it. Even stuff, we're both drawing a lot of lands, considering our colors. No, don't play something big. Bam. Yeah, they just F6'd. So we got their Angel for free. They could have saved it by sacking their one thing, but... Wow, where's our Caustic Tar? Humble Defector, that is also bad here. Maybe not. Who cares if they have Humble Defector? I guess I do care, because they could always draw 2 cards to get it back. But it does attack. One problem is you're not drawing the cards until... Or you can't use the cards you draw until they have it, so you can't draw your sacrifice outlet with it. Come on, what are we trying to draw here? Kindle, Kindle? Kindle, Kindle would kill them if we gave them the Defector. Activate only during your turn. So what are they going to do back to us? They've got the Pyrehound, so if it's the double strike thing, we're in bad shape. And we can't really give them the defector here. Just, it's not good. Makes it easier for them to draw what they need with Pyrohound. That said, if we get desperate, we will use it next turn to try to find our own win con. Kindles and such. And we are desperate because they could have a win this turn. But they only had one card in hand, and hopefully they just don't have the win here. Yeah, ooh, Fear? Oh, but he can't block, so my copy can't block. Because it's the same. Oh, there's one Kindle. Is it worth it? Yeah, let's do it. You can have the defector, but I'm going to draw 2 cards. Oh, we got both Kindles! We did it. Take it to 0. Yeah, we'll just Kindle them. And they're like, oh, I'm still alive. Nope, you're dead. Overkill. Didn't need Triskaidekaphobia that time. They've got all these sacrifice outlets. They misplayed by pressing F6, because they could have kept the sacrifice outlets in play. That said, I don't think there's anything else we really need here. Primal Clay could be a good blocker for some things. Actually, yeah, maybe it's just what we need. We don't really want Street Wraith. We're going to lose too soon. Pillage doesn't work. Trumpet Blast, no. Yeah, I'll bring in Primal Clay. Sure. They're down to 6. Every card counts. Jackal Pup, not the best in the the burn mirror. We'll make it work though. Oh yes, alright, Triskaidekaphobia. Come on, we can do it. They're gonna have their own burn, you'd assume. So maybe they'll be able to mess us up with it. But we've got the initiative here. Take that. Next turn's really interesting. We can run out Browbeat first, and if they take the damage, then I just won't attack. Yeah, it seems good. Wait, can I count 5, 6, 7? Yeah, no, that's right. That puts them at 13. What's this? What is this? Something we can kindle, hopefully? The 2/2 Blightning. Oh dear. Okay, let's get rid of Primal Clay and Spike Shot Goblin. Because we don't need those. Yeah, now we've got it. Choose target player. Any player, target player draws 3 cards. So we're the target player. I hope we're not the one losing 5 life. Do you wish to take 5 damage? No. Oh, any player. Okay, sure. They took 5 damage. Alright. Pass. I say, what? If they know the format, they instantly know what we have. Don't do something. Oh no! Oh no! If they don't attack with Urg Raiders, I'm being too cute here. If they don't attack with Urg Raiders, they take 2. I guess that's fine. What if they do 4 damage to us? Then on upkeep we can then we'll be okay. Yeah, let's just do this. Because if they're taking 2 damage and leaving back Erg Raiders, then I think we're in good shape. But it sucks that we didn't attack with Jackal Pup. Because we can just make both players lose a life. We've got 7 burn in hand. Oh dear, Imperial Recruiter, nice pull. Says, come on, join the army, join up. Get over here. See the world. What did they get? They got Bloodhunter Bat, which will gain them life to go back to 13. Each player loses a life. Sounds good. And we draw Humble Defector, sure. And then next turn, if they do Bloodhunter Bat, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work. Oh boy, Disfigure Jackal Pup, that's fine. Wait, we didn't use a Kindle yet. What happened? Okay, I kind of thought Kindle was going to be better here. Do they attack? They do attack. And Humble Defector is a 2/1. I always forget that. We'll take 3 this way. That's not very good for us, so we kind of have to block here. We go to 14, and then we'll gain a life, so we don't have to die immediately. Oh, this is terrible. If I just played aggressively, this wouldn't have happened. Draw the card. See what they do. Hopefully they play Bloodhunter Bat. Maybe draw a game if they do that. And they just want to attack with everything, and that's fine. Take it. 11. Let's see. 9 if we draw our next Kindle. Still, this gives us the option of killing one of their creatures too. Everyone loses a life. Might not be our best play, but oh no. Maybe, no, they have Bloodhunter Bat, so we're not going to get off so easily. But I was thinking maybe we could just take a hit and hope to draw our last Kindle, because that could be an out to win with Triskaidekaphobia. 7. Yeah, it would have been just enough, except they gain the 2 life. Man, gain some life. Let's get back up. Let's get it back up there. All right, they got us. They got us. Blightning was rough. I was just blinded by Triskaidekaphobia. Any way we can fight that? Not really. We'll be on the play though. Maybe we get our creatures down a bit earlier. I'll keep this. And we don't need our upkeep anymore. We probably didn't even need it in the first place. Kindle time. Actually, it's Zulaport Cutthroat time. And then Browbeat, 7 more damage of burn, 8 with the Cutthroat, so ooh, 11. It's gonna be rough for them to take the Browbeat damage. Oh, don't Kindle a guy. Disfigure. That works. At least they take the ping here. And again, we're going to target ourselves with Browbeat. I don't want to take 5 damage. Do you want to take 5? Of course they take it here, but that is going to be rough. 10. They're effectively at 4 life. Another Kindle wins it, eventually. Oh, yes! Okay, wait. Pass it back. What a beautiful hand. I'm starting to like burn. Maybe I should play modern. Okay. Kindle. Lightning bolt. Land. We'll keep passing here. It's not lethal yet until they get a creature, right? Come on, play something. Now, if they... Oh, no, that's not good. In response, we can Kindle. So they're at 2. Discard the Outrage. And now we're in rough shape. We need 2 damage somehow. Just draw our last Kindle. Well, no, we even have 1 more Kindle. Oh, jeez. Alright, so hopefully I can get this many Kindles, or the other good one would be Timberpack Wolf, in all of my matches. The top deck. The foil one, too. Wait, is it foil? I don't know. It's foil in my heart. Round 2 versus the Rainbow Platypus. With not a keepable hand, unfortunately. Mulligan. But this is a keepable hand. This lets us curve out, really. Kindle, yeah, we do like top decking our Kindles. Make Amazon proud here. Okay. Kindle. And then we should probably wait to cast Ruthless Ripper. Kindle might serve us well this turn. Get that first Timberpack Wolf. No, they have no play. No play this turn. Spike Shot Goblin. I would rather get out Ruthless Ripper. Choking Tethers, that's fine. Oh, of course. I'm like, why? Why can't... No! Why can't we do it? Alright, stop misclicking. Ruthless Ripper, face down. We don't have a black card, so we can't flip it, but it's still attacking for more than if we didn't have it flipped, and maybe we'll draw a black card before they kill it, or Mana War to bounce it back. That would be a good play for them here. We would still... Oh, they've got their own morph. I guess I don't mind trading. It really just depends on what this morph is. If it's an 06 and we Kindle it, that's not very good. I don't think it's an 06. It's probably a bigger green morph. I think we should just Kindle it. Spring the Trap. Okay, it's a 6/7. Bam. Yeah, that was Given that they couldn't flip it, I think Kindle is correct there. Maybe this turn we can flip the Ripper and play the Cutthroat. Or, if they didn't have a creature they could have easily flipped last turn, we might get away with just cutthroating it this turn. But when the going's good, let's just keep kindling. Don't flip it. Don't you dare flip it. Giant growth it. Okay. We could take 5 here by attacking with Jackal Pup. Or we could trade off one of our things. You know, I'm just gonna attack in with a Ruthless Ripper. And this gets in 2 more damage. Death Touch, so it'll trade with this thing, and then it's another big old Loxodon. Could have been wrong. Maybe it was right to play Jackal Pup there. Or attack with it there. Guaranteed to get some more damage in. Are they going to flash someone in? I don't know. We're going to attack, though. What are all the flash creatures, though? Another Choking Tethers. There's so many of these dirtily decks out there. Really frustrating to play against. Spike Shot Goblin, Lacerator. Let's just get Lacerator in play. They could Hornswoggle it, or whatever the other thing is. Counterspell. There is the counterspell for creatures that draws a card. That's not a bad one. Now, in case I don't actually know this set well enough to know if there is some big flash creature, but if there is, we're playing around it. Get the Goblin in there. Pendelhaven's pretty sweet. What's it gonna be? You've got our Upkeep, and we've got our Kindle. So I think the best play here is to just attack with Jackal Pup, and then second main play the Cutthroat, and then we're holding up all kinds of good stuff. Or maybe we attack with both. Yeah, let's attack with both. What could go wrong? If we're going to need mana, like this gets in the same damage since they have no blockers. And if we're going to need mana, we're going to need it for Kindle. Puts them at 3. And we have 3 creatures with Cutthroat in play. Okay, so they don't even want to see what else we have. Weird. What a weird... I wonder what they were holding back in their hand. More lands, maybe? I mean, just not a super powerful draw. So against control, what do we want? More of the same. More of the same, and that's what we're drawing too, more Kindles. Keep. Yeah, more Kindles than any deck has a right to have. Yeah, we'll keep this. I mean, 15 lands in our deck, we've got both our colors. Ooh, Lacerator, turn 1. Could not ask for a better start. I wish we had time to get Spike Shot Goblin out to kill this Phantasmal Bear. I guess we can. We can just ignore it for a while. We can just ignore it and take some more damage off our Lacerator while we're at it. Till we get them below 10 life. Or anywhere near 10 life, even. Flooded Grove, nice pull. Get that filter land. Sure, this Kindle, I wonder if it's worth it. I think we do it if they don't attack. But if they attack, I'll just wait to do it on a blocker. I'm sorry, they cannot be as aggressive as we are. It's just no chance. Morph. Well, this morph's getting kindled. I mean, they know we have it. They can safely bet that we have it. What is this, though? We see mana appearing and disappearing from the pool. Oh, they're trying to get this flooded grove to work. The lower scale Codal. Hopefully they don't have... Yeah, perfect time to deal with it there. Hopefully they don't have some instant... what's it called? Invigorate. Even if they had, Lightning Bolt would get at our next step, and we'd draw the 4 life. So now we have an easy 1 for 0 answer to Phantasmal Bear, even though it got 6 damage in on us. The lower scale Codal. This guy gets huge really quickly. Just imagine Brainstorm. Codal into Brainstorm, it's a 5/5 already. For like permanently, who keeps getting bigger. Lightning Bolt, what's likely to do more damage here? Lightning Bolt the Morph or Lightning Bolt them? Probably killing the Morph, and just kill this thing now. So we're gonna go down to 10 before they do. But that's fair. More Morphs here. This will be the 6/7 Morph, if it is a Morph. And then they can flip it next turn. Come on. Come on. Triskaidekaphobia? No, that's good, though. That is not the worst draw. And I'll gladly trade off this turn if they're willing. Because they're going to kill us pretty quickly with a 6/7. So they take it. And then Bloodhunter Bat. Target player loses 2. We gain 2. They should have just said Vampire Bat, my goodness. Oh, and we don't have to take damage from our Lacerator anymore. How lucky is that? So one thing is, we could waste their turn by blocking with the Bloodhunter Bat, but it wastes their turn if we don't block as well, if they want to get all 6 in. See if they can filter here. So they get the 6 in. Just keep pinging them a little bit. Maybe we'll draw a Kindle, because we're really good at drawing those Kindles. And it's got to be just attacking here and hoping to chump with our Spike Shot Goblin. No Mana War, none of that. Just let us know. No first main stuff. Yeah, Choking Tethers. Yeah, we knew they had a ton of those. This is probably the wrong play. Then again, how are we going to win? I guess we could hope to top deck a Kindle, like chump for 2 turns and top deck Kindle, or let's see. Oh yeah, certainly we wouldn't win with that. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So what do we want? Quicksand is pretty good here. Although if they're in the business of holding the mana up while attacking, then it gets a lot worse. Let's submit like this. If we do anything to mess our mana up, it's not going to work out as nicely as it has been. Back on the play, and oh, these hands are glorious. Win or lose, you love to see a hand like this. You know you're going to play some Magic. Or if your opponent doesn't let you play Magic, then they had a really good hand. Kindle, the first of many Kindles. A better hand would be 2 Mountains and 5 Kindles. That would be amazing. 16, that's not even 20 damage, it should be. And they're down to 5 cards. Ouch. Ouch. Well, we'll be a lad and give them Humble Defector eventually. Thresher Lizard, I love this guy. Lizards are the best. Goodness. How many Timberpack Wolves do you suppose they have? I don't know if I want to stick around to find out. Let's offer the trade here. I think they would want to take it unless they have the next Timberpack Wolf. In any case, we can deal with a 3/3 Timberpack Wolf. And we just want more power in play. They're coming at us. Why? That doesn't seem great to me, but what do I know? First we'll start with Kindle the Codal. Then we'll cast the Cutthroat. Good stuff. And next turn we'll have a 4/4. That attack made no sense. What were they thinking? Whenever this guy takes damage, you make that little insect dudes. They're still going aggro on us. Browbeat? Goodness gracious. Fear works really well here. We just want to draw some cards. Or do we? Well, I think we do. I think we do, because we can hit our land drops. I don't want to take 5 damage, so we'll kindly offer them to take 5 damage, and if the average card in our deck does 2 damage, then it's just not right for them to let us draw. Getting in there. I don't think they have any blockers for this, so they're dead in just a couple turns here. They're not dead this next turn unless nothing. I guess they're just not dead this next turn. Oh, unless we use Humble Defector and draw Mountain and Kindle. Or if they make more crazy attacks. We haven't seen a morph yet of theirs that flips for free. Why are they attacking? Who knows? Who knows why they're attacking? I certainly don't. Do we want to get greedy with our Defector or just play it safe? We should play it safe. And we can't really attack our Lizard into this Nantuko. Yeah, I'm just going to play it safe here, because we're not... I mean, this line definitely wins next turn. And it probably survives. And if we give them the Defector and miss, then all of a sudden they have 2 more power to attack back with. It could end up pretty bad for us. Just don't want to give them any outs. And if they just pass like this, then it's going to be lightning bolt time. Yeah, because Cutthroat and Spike Shot Goblin are both lethal. To the finals. Oh, they're revealing the cards as Willbender. Change the target of a spell or ability. If they got to untap with Willbender, that would have been nuts. Redirect Lightning Bolt to... I can't move this thing. Redirect Lightning Bolt to anything. Us, maybe. Yeah, things would have been a little more awkward. Are you ready for the finals? I certainly am with this hand. It's not 5 Kindles, but it's maybe better. It's got... I mean, the real worry we have is just not drawing both colors. We've been fortunate to have these powerful draws. I mean, with 15 lands and no duels or anything. Yep. Just miss your second drop. Yes. Good, good, good. Oh, there we go. We're just going to draw our Kindles all in a row. We're quickly approaching that 90% to win threshold. Morph! Ha ha! And it's going to be a white-green morph, so very few of those flip. Let's get rid of it so we can attack unimpeded. And it sets up our Kindles. It just makes, it draws us a lightning bolt, basically. We don't have any of that nonsense. Alright, fun's over. Fun's over. I say. Maybe we can flip the defector and kindle it in response. What does that do? It's a 2 for 2. Probably not worth it. We could attack with both, get him to 12. With 7 damage of burn in hand, so that doesn't really do it for me. Casting Ruthless Ripper face down is pretty silly. Oh, I thought we were so far ahead, but look at this. We've got a 4-mana 5/5. Or we could just cast Ruthless Ripper face up and have that to attack in. Or Lizard. Those are the options. I'm going to cast the Ripper face down. Maybe surprise them at some point, and if we draw the black card we need, we will get that extra 2 damage in. It's weak against the Savage Punch style cards, fight spells, or any removal really. Anok Survivalist number 2, and they're just casting it, so they have 2 more mana to use here. Confrontation. Oh, gross. Yeah, you got us. That's it. Savage Punch. Alright, well this was the 10%. This was the 10% where we don't win. But Kindles are getting stronger, and they decided they're aggressive. How did they get so much damage in on us? They attacked once with a 5/5, and now we're at 11. I guess that's because of our lacerators. Yeah, them attacking there was pretty good for us. 7, I mean, we have 6 points of burn in our hand. And they're happy enough to attack again, okay. That makes it easier for us to win. They probably have fog here. They probably do have fog here, or something. They probably have something here. In which case, we want to hold back. I think we still just attack out. We could always hold back Thresher Lizard to block. It's not Lull, it's Congregate. So they'll just gain 8 life here. That's solid. And if they have a Savage Punch, if they have another Savage Punch, they win. But there's no way we play around that. Except Dirge of Dread. I keep calling it Savage Punch. That was the good version of this. It's Epic Confrontation, which is also pretty good. Just a little more, just a bit easier to use in the early game, because you don't need Ferocious. Okay, here they come. They come in for 5. Most of the pump spells would win through Thresher Lizard anyway, right? Giant Growth. They get 6 in, so let's just not block. Go to 1. We're still alive. Armageddon? Come on. Oh, and they're at 12 life because of Congregate. Oh, we were just dead to Vampire Lacerator anyway. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about the Lacerator. I thought we got out of that pit, but then they gained a million life. Ugh, Armageddon. I feel like that would normally be good for our deck. Can we bring in a legend? We don't have any legends. Just barbarians. Right. Out for vengeance now. If we lose with that hand, maybe we can lose with this hand too. A pretty good hand though. Congregate. Congregate should not give you life for your opponent's creatures. Right? It's too strong. Get our rat out. It'll be tough for them to block with. Mr. Mouse. Shredder. Or Scar, whatever his name is. Whiskers. Can't block with that. A little pain to attack through this guy with anything bigger, though. The good news is he doesn't win in combat with most things. He just gums up the board. A little early for Browbeat. It's much better when they're at 5 life. Presence of Gond. I'll tell you what's getting kindled. Probably that Nantuko. Before it gets any more ridiculous. Okay. Alright, let's... Should we even kindle it? I mean, they're just going to get a million creatures if we don't. When it's dealt damage, you get that many tokens. Ouch. Alright. So, the play here... What's the play here? Very, very interesting. So, if they double block, we can just do 1 damage to each. They only get 1 thing. And then we'll want Ruthless Ripper out untapped. Cast this guy. This is weird. Alright. I shouldn't have cast that. Close. But I don't really want my ghoul to die here. There's a few weird permutations, but they get to make a guy... The thing I was most worried about is them making a guy and double blocking. But I think this is fine. Now they have their 2/1/1 whatevers. Invigorate! No, don't do it! Oh, God. Oh, shoot. No, it's fine. I was still gonna... Oh, no! Oh, they're gonna get 2 more insects out of this. Why did I have 6? Oh, crikey. So we should have lightning bolted in response to the invigorate, but I guess we gained 4 life out of the deal. 4 life for 2 insects. Whatever. Never F6 in these weird formats. Alright, now you've got a 3/1 Rancor insect, which we're never going to beat. They have a pump spell here. I hope not. What is going on? Oh, it's a 1/1. I thought it was a 1/2. This is going from bad to worse. Alright, we want to draw some cards. I don't want to take 5 damage. They easily take 5 damage. right? Yeah. Ruthless Ripper. Why do I think this is a 1/2? It's very similar to a Death Touch card that is 1/2. From some more recent set. Well, here they go. Now, I swear this guy has 2 toughness. Okay, so he does block an insect. We need to draw the 3 Goblin Token Maker and then survive a couple turns. Jackal Pup, not really. Not the same thing. Well, it could be worse. It could be worse. We're not that out of it. Just depends what they have. We get them to 7 here. Next turn we get them to 5, and if we draw a creature, we could sacrifice them to almost dead, depending on what they attack with. 9, they've got 9 power here, 10 if this flips into some kind of weird morph. Just attack with everyone. Sure. What is that morph? Okay, so let us block here and here. See if they like these trades. If they do like these trades, I wonder. They must, so they have some kind of trick, right? And they say, okay, these trades are fine, because what they expect us to do is sacrifice the Jackal Pup, which I am going to do. We take less damage. It makes our Phyrexian Ghoul a bit bigger to kill the Savannah Lions. Come on, Kindle or something we can use. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need to survive another turn, and we need to have our Phyrexian Ghoul survive. Playing land doesn't do anything here. What is this? A slow blocker. That doesn't affect anything. But it means they don't have 6 mana to flip their morph. Oh. Well, they're just dead here then, I believe. Now they're especially dead. Thank goodness. I'm not sure, like, I didn't expect the Ripper to die, but it might have been an okay block anyway. It certainly worked out. Sacrifice this guy. And then sacrifice this guy. Nice. And then we could kindle our own guy if we needed it to die. We're still in it. We're still in it. Death's Head Buzzard gets better when they have a million 1/1s everywhere. Just all over the place. And Street Wraith can come out. Hopefully we draw double black. Mana has not been too big of a problem. There's 7 in the deck. It's not unreasonable. Another perfect hand. This is how Magic is meant to be drawn here. Now maybe I should actually read Ruthless Ripper before I misplay it for the 50th time. Do we just want to play it out? Yeah, actually, I'm just going to play it out here. We might not be left with a black card. If we can get 1 damage in with it, that's better than nothing, and then it can block a 5/5 trample later in the game. And since it's face up, if they use Savage Punch, or whatever it's called, then that is pretty good. Sure, you want an insect? You can have it. If you don't want an insect, then you can't have it. They could punch our Cutthroat here. That would suck. They get 2 insects. They're not doing it. That's really good for us. Right on. 1,000,000 Kindles. I will attack here, and in response to an Invigorate, we can Kindle. And if there's no such Invigorate, get our cute lizard out. Look at him. Yeah, look at his tail. It's kind of stubby and spiky. Kavu Predator? What plane is this? I haven't seen a Kavu. A 2-mana 2/2 Kavu with Trample? Whenever an opponent gains life? Oh! It's a combo with Invigorate and that removal spell. Jeez, that's nuts, actually. That's actually nuts. Now, if they let us untap, we have a couple ways to kill it in response. Blood Hunter Bat gets a lot worse. Oh dear. Oh my. Alright. So, I'm guessing they have Invigorate or some equivalent. So we're going to just attack with these 2. Oh, okay. Trade there, that's fine. They get a little insect thing. And then we'll pass. So what do they have for us? Something that gains life? No, another morph. Then maybe this. Kindle the Predator. If they respond with an Invigorate, that'd be pretty cool. They're not going to respond with an Invigorate, so what we can do is Kindle this. And now, I mean, I expect they don't have Invigorate, because they would have already used it. Survivalist. We just don't take any damage here. It also helps empty our hand for Mr. Lizard. Lizard and friends. Mr. Lizard. Mr. Lizard. Is Mr. Lizard attacking this turn? Maybe. Maybe he attacks here because this morph could be something a little harder to deal with later. Yeah, he's going to come right in here. That's what he's going to do. Alright, good job, Lizard. Another survivalist, fair enough. So we didn't get anything too big. Use our mana up and get a nice second evasive threat. 2 Kindles in the grave, 3 more in the deck, which is like 12 damage or something. Oh, Chandra's Outrage. I don't believe there are any artifact creature morphs. There's a land morph, but I can't think of an artifact creature morph in this set. So what are we going to do? Let's play a lizard, because I don't want to expose our cutthroat to a punch. They would kill our Death's Head buzzard, for example. They have a million survivalists. They would kill our buzzard and then kill their own insect, but, well, not if they used the punch with it. Nice, alright. 3-0, all close matches. Learn some things about the sizes of creatures. Now, you can also look at the bottom right-hand corner of a card to see, but some people can't be bothered. Anyway, thanks for watching, and good luck in your drafts.